Hot dip galvanizing is the most reliable, durable and trusted form of corrosion protection for steel available. It has the capacity to provide maintenance-free protection for the lifespan of a structure. Because the galvanizing process involves the total immersion of steel, it's the only method that protects both the inside and outside of hollow or tubular items from corrosion. Perry Metal Protection are the only galvanizers in New Zealand able to hot dip galvanize up to 18 metres in length, so we've got your large scale structures sorted. We galvanize to the highest specifications and are proudly the only ISO accredited galvanizer in New Zealand. So what's the galvanizing process? The process goes something like this. Because the galvanizing reaction can only occur on a chemically clean surface, we take great care to prepare your steel to ensure maximum corrosion protection. First, we dip the steel into a heated alkaline solution to remove contaminants such as dirt, grease, oil and paint. Then we rinse it and immerse it into a hydrochloric acid solution. This removes any rust or mill scale. Stubborn contaminants or very heavy rust, not easily removed during this process, can be given an abrasive blasting. This is common with pipe and pipe fittings coated with lacquer or varnish. Then we rinse it again. Then immerse the steel in a zinc ammonium chloride solution. This removes any oxides and prevents any forming. Fluxing also promotes the bonding of molten zinc to the steel during galvanizing. Now the steel can be slowly immersed into the molten zinc bath on an angle. This zinc bath is heated to a constant temperature of 455 degrees Celsius and contains a minimum of 98% pure zinc. Once the steel reaches bath temperature, it's slowly withdrawn and any excess zinc is removed before it solidifies. Finally, we immerse the steel in a quench, a sodium dichromate solution that cools the steel prior to handling. It also reduces any potential white rust issues and passivates the surface to maintain its bright appearance. If the steel is to be painted or powder coated, then this step isn't necessary. Once the steel is sufficiently cooled, we carefully inspect it and, if necessary, remove any sharp edges and solidified zinc drips with a file or grinder. So how does galvanizing compare with paint? There are essentially two groups of protection systems. Those which provide a barrier coating but give no protection at points of damage, such as paint, and those that provide both a barrier and protection, such as galvanizing. Painted or metal sprayed items tend to thin at corners and edges, an area where damage is most likely to occur and where protection is needed the most. As we know, any damage to a paint coating will allow rust and corrosion to develop. With galvanizing, however, the zinc barrier is at least as thick on the corners and edges as the rest of the item. The zinc corrodes in preference to steel. It effectively sacrifices itself to protect the steel. And because zinc is anodic to steel, the galvanized steel provides cathodic protection to any exposed steel. Galvanizing presents a pleasing eco option. The zinc is sustainable and, along with steel, it's 100% recyclable. Its maintenance-free longevity ensures no additional energy, materials or emissions during use, and no additional waste or emissions after use. Given that galvanized products are maintenance-free, it's also the most economical choice when considering the life cycle of your structure. Because galvanizing requires no maintenance, the initial cost is the final cost. Hot dip galvanized steel is the most economical, sustainable and environmentally friendly corrosion protection system available today. Come talk with us about your project. We can offer you customized solutions to your structure no matter what the size. Perry Metal Protection.